Here we go. Wow, people working on video games? I guess it is a developer direct. How many takes do you think they used on that lady smiling? Can you try smiling again? Y'all can hear everything, see everything okay? You don't care about what? Todd Howard, I met him for like a minute. Xbox. Indiana Jones, baby. Woo! Let's go, dude. What are we seeing first? Ooh, Warcraft. Or Avowed? Here we go. Fallout New Vegas, best Fallout game. Sorry, Todd.
Welcome to Obsidian Entertainment. I'm so proud to share with you our upcoming fantasy action RPG, Avowed. Avowed is an adventure into the heart of the living lands.
Looks nice.
A frontier at the edge of the known world, where you must put a stop to a mysterious spiritual plague and discover a secret
We have
at the heart of the living lands.
we have the
Obsidian,
captions
we
in
love
Farsi.
creating worlds with deep themes, dynamic gameplay, and thoughtful reactivity.
Outer Worlds, man,
Avowed
fun
is no
game, fun
different.
game.
We set out to blend the believable and fantastical to give players a world and experience like no other. It's colorful, it's vibrant, it's strange. It's one of the most incredible settings in the world of Aora. There's going to be a lot of great secrets to discover, one of which has a really personal connection to you as the player character, and you're going to have a great time getting to know those secrets and leaving your mark on the world. And when it comes to encounters, our combat brings the best of the moment-to-moment fun that comes with action-oriented gameplay.
Let's go.
And the depth and breadth of choice that you get with an RPG.
Who wants?
Here to talk more
gun?
about Avowed's combat is Gabriel Paramo, gameplay director.
Here at Obsidian, our team's overarching goal is to empower you with choice. So we developed a flexible combat system that allows you to quickly swap
Outer Worlds had
from
pretty good
spellcasting
gameplay.
and sharpshooting to melee combat. We want to give you the freedom to mix and match your loadout.
That was
to fit
movement,
the way
though.
you want to play from moment to moment, uninterrupted. For all battles, you can combine a variety of weapons, attacks, and abilities for tactical advantages against a wide range of enemy types.
You can have a sword
It's not
wand.
just hacking
That would
and
be
slashing.
sick.
You're making real-time decisions about when to use your abilities, powerful melee attacks, blocks, parries, and special attacks. If you choose to approach combat with a one-handed wand, it feels quick and snappy when dealing damage to enemies at mid-range. Using the
Nice.
Tanglefoot
Doing something with
ability,
his
you can
hand
stop
there.
enemies in their tracks, giving you the opportunity to focus on weaker or tougher combatants in an intentional and controlled manner. It's important to pay attention to the types of enemies you're dealing with. Some units are extremely defensive, some are brutishly difficult, and others you must make sure you prioritize, or their healing capabilities will put you in a tough spot.
Oh, those guys, dude.
To help with the different encounters
The
you will
mages.
face, we provide customizable loadouts that can be quickly switched during combat. That means you can play.
I kind of like the
however you
gun
want.
and shield. That's such a
Equip sword
unique
and shield
combination.
And charge into battle.
And it makes me think of Captain
Dual-wield
America too,
pistols
a little
and
bit.
Control the encounter mid-range,
Ooh,
or even dual-wield wands to feel like a gunslinging mage.
that's cool
You
too.
could use your enchanted wand to freeze enemies, and then use your offhand weapon's power attack to shatter them.
Nice.
We've worked hard to keep you constantly engaged as battles unfold by creating a balance between pressure and manageability.
I'll buy 2
during
copies,
combat.
Muffins.
Players will
Just
have
for you.
ample choices for how to build and progress their envoy in the world of the living lands as they get to know the game and the story and explore the
Yeah,
many
the
diverse
enemies.
regions.
I mean, it looks like just one area,
Some quests
right?
in Avowed will have you make difficult decisions with profound consequences. Like this side quest you may encounter in Shatterscarp, the third region you'll explore on your
I
journey
wonder,
through the Lowlands.
When it comes
As
out,
you're exploring,
and then
you come across
performance.
the
I want to
bodies
see
of these fallen
performance.
soldiers. And as you explore the remains of the battle, it's up to you to determine who, if anyone, is at fault.
Just the 4 of us. Manu, Kiri, Naoki and me, training under Captain Ruiki, trying to keep Thirdborn safe.
In other words, you're a gang of vigilantes.
We're like Fantastic Beasts in America. Guns and wands.
Take my badge. Take everyone's. Our families deserve to know we fought and died for them.
Making the right choice isn't always what it seems. We embrace moral nuance and gray areas, trusting players to make tough decisions in complicated situations.
My squad and I rested in the cave by the water last night, and as we were sleeping, we were ambushed by those miserable Zorips. I was so surprised, and it was so dark. I just got separated from everyone else. Look, I can't face those monsters alone, but I have to know if anyone else made it out. Of course he did. Sergeant Asui never has a thought he won't say out loud. So what did he tell you? That Captain Ruiki was sick?
Oh, we're not seeing the
That I was
dialogue
paranoid?
choices.
That I was a dumb baby? I heard it all.
Is it going to be
and
like
loud.
Fallout style,
Wait,
where you have the
if you found
choices
Sergeant
top to
Asui,
bottom?
Why is he not here with you? What happened?
At the end of the quest,
Or is
you
it
have a
going to be
choice.
like
When
Mass
you
Effect
confront
style,
Private Naoki,
where it's like
if
a
you
wheel?
believe the story he's told
Oh, there you
you,
go.
you can hand over the badges
Okay,
and let him go
pretty
back home.
standard.
You're right. Real battle isn't something you can prepare for, is it? It's not my fault.
This guy looks weird. I thought all the
No,
other
they-
models looked great though.
They should have never have camped in the cave. I'll take the badges. I'm going back to Thirdborn.
But if you confront him, if you
Thirdborn.
believe that he fled the site of the battle as an act of cowardice, then he might challenge you to a fight to reclaim his honor. Either way, when you return to town, you'll see the consequences of your actions and the choices you made during this quest. Creating an immersive experience
You're a
like
coward.
Avowed is anchored in the world we build. Art director Matt Hansen and the team have worked to create a unique, colorful, and dynamic visual style.
From the outset, we knew that we wanted Avowed setting to feel rich.
You got an
weird,
Obsidian
and wonderful.
arcade machine? That's sick.
We found inspiration
Ooh.
in a wide swath
That
of
looks cool.
real-world cultures, helping us create a unique RPG experience.
Game does look really
By
pretty.
contrasting the vibrant with the dull, or verdant spaces with sickly ones, we can better deliver complex emotional experiences for our players. The Living Lands is a continent of untamed valleys with widely varied biomes, from luxuriant forests to volcanic wastes. And each
Nate.
of those regions itself is a conflux of storied landscapes.
What did Outer
All of
Worlds
the
get
regions
on
have
Open
a lot of
Critic?
special things associated with them, but I have a deep place in my heart for Shatterscarp. As you're wandering the wastes of Shatterscarp, you might notice off in the distance a vibrant jewel of color. By transitioning from destitute, muted tones of a wasteland of sand,
I want to see
and
how this
marching
performs.
in
Like, is it
towards a
60
beautiful
FPS or
oasis,
30?
there's the opportunity there for life, for adventure, and even a little danger.
We hope you've enjoyed this look at Avowed. We're thrilled to share more about the game in the coming months, and we can't wait for you to explore the Living Lands when Avowed launches this fall.
I wanna go either Wands Akimbo or Gun and Shield. Ooh, that's cool. Oh, this year, let's go. Bam, bam, bam. Yeah, it was just one area, right? And it's early, so they're not, you know, they may not have everything ready to show. The 7 out of 7, Brando, the JimTasty scale. Indiana Jones, or they're probably saving Indy for last. Yeah, fuck. I bet it gets an 8 or a 9. Maybe 7.
Hi, I'm Don Matthews, studio head here at Ninja Theory in Cambridge, UK.
This
We're
game
now in
actually
the
gonna
final
come
months
out.
of development on Senua Saga Hellblade 2.
Remember, we use it out
And
of
the team
7
is
scale
working
here,
hard to bring
Brando.
you an unforgettable journey into Senua's unique world and her battle for survival, where we have once again combined high fidelity.
I need to play
and
the first
immersive
one.
presentation
I haven't played
with
the
a
first one,
shorter,
Muffins.
narrative-led experience that focuses on the things that we really care about.
I'm
And that we
hyped for
hope
it in
you
the sense
care
of
about
like
too.
the first one got really good reviews. This one's been in development for a long time. and it's a big Xbox tentpole game.
Senua is back with a new quest.
So
she wants to stop the Vikings who raided her village right at their source.
I'm interested in that respect, but I haven't played the first one, so I don't have any, knowledge or experience of the game.
Hellblade. She's made peace with her past and is no longer in such fear of her visions and voices. While the Furies are still her constant companions, she encounters new people along the way, some of which will value her unique perspective, and others who will reject it.
Little by little, this settlement became my tribe.
In the game, Senua arrives in 10th century Iceland on the trail of the Vikings who have been enslaving her people. In the story, we're trying to be as faithful to history as we can up to a point, establishing a solid framework and then building more surreal elements on top. Senua will face up to giants who have plunged the land into chaos, and which in turn has seen the rise of the Droiga, a violent threat that has swept through the settlements that she'll discover. Senua will
How was combat in the first game? Is it actually fun, or is it more cinematic than anything?
Her unique perspective as a beacon of hope, and she'll discover along with us how this viewpoint can have its advantages.
Senua is a Celtic warrior who experiences.
Do you ever get to explore, or is it just walking
other people don't?
Straight forward the whole time?
Having unique beliefs about the world around her. To bring Senua's perspective of the world to life in a truthful way, we have once again worked closely with Professor Paul Fletcher at the University of Cambridge, as well as people with lived experience of psychosis.
What does that mean?
Paul Fletcher.
Players will find themselves traversing beautiful and hostile environments, seeking answers from patterns and signs that Senua sees in her own unique way, and battling through encounters with enemies that will push Senua to her limits.
Like, is it like Last of Us style, where you're going forward, but sometimes there's little zones where you can kind of move around a little bit?
On Saga, we've taken everything to the next level. With a new motion capture space, a bigger stage team, a stunt crew, and a new cast.
We spent a lot of time planning the motion capture shoots, thinking of what events would be good to bring into this fight. Like, how can we make this fight feel different from the previous fight? We have all new combat for the sequel.
Oh, new combat, okay.
One of our key goals was the ability to actually tell a story throughout it.
I've never played the first one either. I know it's like a short game, right?
Very different from the first game, but it's very brutal and you're very invested in it. Senua isn't a superhero. She's fighting for survival, and we want the player to feel her struggle in every step of her journey. We want the player to always feel like they just scraped through, just survived it.
I wonder how that game's going to be on hard mode.
Better than anyone, better than I do. Her instincts are amazing, and she really doesn't need much help from me. On stage, our main focus is storytelling. So I get to watch the actors and see all the beautiful expressions on their faces. And then I have to wait a little while, and then I get to see that all again in-game, in costume, on
We'll probably see Aura, History Untold next, and then Indy last.
Experience, a great process.
Every discipline in the studio is unified in achieving a deep level of immersion to help suspend your disbelief and pull you into Senua's story.
This game looks amazing, though, visually.
We were lucky enough to do a few reference gathering trips in Iceland. You have to be there. The sense of scale, everything is incredible.
I think they use this kind of
small section of the game, and you're like,
stuff for
that works.
Dragon
That's
Age
amazing.
Inquisition. They went to Iceland for inspiration.
Reality differently, and a part of this manifests in the voices she hears. These voices come to life through binaural audio, which provides a good representation of this type of auditory hallucinations. As we focus in immersion, binaural audio is perfect for this because through headphones, you surround yourself in a three-dimensional space. In the first game, we only applied to the voices that Senua listens in her head. In this game,
oh yeah, the audio
technology and some extra little things within the game, there is music that is binaural. Every single sound has the potential to be binaural, so
I think more cinematic, at least from what we've seen
around you, and it's a very beautiful experience. music is a strange language in the sense that it speaks to our emotions fast and deep. It's not only about quality, it's about personality. So when you listen to Hellblade, you know it's Hellblade. On the music, we are working with Heilung, which for me is a personal privilege because I really.
So he's like the composer? Oh, I remember this. I was at the Game Awards. I didn't know what this was at the time.
Connects with her game and elevate it to something really special. We are also working with a heavy metal singer, throat singers, and our very own purists. They sing so beautiful, and we add that binaural touch of music. So this all creates a very immersive and a very special and unique experience.
I saw Super Metroid's OST went on sale as like a vinyl the other day. I almost bought it.
In Senua Saga Hellblade 2 is to not only see where Senua goes next, but to deliver something really meaningful for our players.
What's on Game Pass, Kemp, right? So if you have a Xbox or a PC,
and even if they can't
you can try it
relate to what
with that subscription.
Maybe they know someone that relates to that character and they can then understand that person better.
Well, I don't want to sound cheesy, but in a way I'm Senua, right? She exists and doesn't. It exists through all of our work, through every ninja.
Right,
so
yeah. If it's like a good story, a good movie, then
we are creating this character that grows and grows.
And with the audio stuff they're doing and being able to interact with it as a game, like
that makes it real.
I'm so proud of the love, care, and passion our team
And
here at
then
Ninja
I'll be on
Theory
board.
are putting into Senua Saga Hellblade 2.
Same, Brando, yeah.
Our hope is to not only
I might stream
create a
it. I might
game
stream
that's
playing the
great to
first
play,
one.
but to craft an experience that leaves you thinking.
When's it coming out,
and
though?
feeling. From our combat
It's either got to come out
action set pieces,
in
from our
spring
cinematic scenes to
or
our puzzle solving,
fall.
everything is crafted in service of Senua's journey.
Yeah,
journey
yeah.
that
Any
you can
Xbox game
embark
is
on May 21st.
Game Pass. Oh, May 21st. Whoa, a hard date finally. Let's go. Yeah, this is any Xbox Studio game is Game Pass day one. Oh, what? What? Square Enix? Is this Mana? Visions of Mana? Interesting.
Greetings, Xbox players. My name is Masaru Oyamada, producer for the
Mana,
series here at Square Enix.
Called it.
聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナの情報を Xbox ユ
come to
ーザー
Game
の皆
Pass
さんに
then?
いち早くお
Nice.
伝えできる機会をいただけて大変光栄です。コンソールゲームとしては約17年ぶりとなる聖剣伝説シリーズの完全新作。
Yeah.
聖剣伝説シリーズは1991年にファイナルファンタジー外伝として誕生して以降、マナと聖剣をめぐって描かれる愛をテーマに個性豊かなキャラクターたち、心に響く楽曲の数々。
Anybody play these games?
武器の特性を
I've never
生かして
played
戦うア
played
クショ
them.
ン RPG としてこれまでに17作発売され長らく愛されてきました。本作は
Those
30
art,
年
the
以上の
artwork
歴史
for
あ
all
るシ
those
リーズの
old
最新
games
作
looks
となるた
awesome
め
though.
これまで培われてきた聖剣伝説としての世界をしっかり感じられるものを目指して鋭意制作中です。
I know the original was like a legendary
自然や精霊とのつながりを感
Super
じられ
Nintendo
る
RPG.
色彩豊かな聖剣
Ooh,
伝
this
説
looks
の
fun
世界
though.
を体験してもらえると思います。シリーズおなじみのモンスターたちも本作に登場しています。
Really? That's cool muffins.
今回
Playing through the
これらのおな
Mana
じみのモン
series
スタ
for
ー
the
たちを
first
作り
time.
出した聖剣伝説の生みの親である石井光一さんとともに聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナの内容を紹介していきたいと思います。
Hello, I am Koichi Ishii from Grabs. I am so happy to introduce the newest game
I like this
in the
guy's
Mana series
fit.
to Xbox players. 初期の頃からシリーズ作品に登場しているモンスターたちは私が考案したものですが、 中には小学生の頃すでにイメー
One
ジがで
one
き
cool
てい
thing
たもの
about
も
like just Japanese work culture is like all these guys have worked on all of these games from like the beginning most of the time, or for a long time.
最新化して
Matrix, yeah.
聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナに落とし込むか、デザインの方向性からモデルの完成イメージまでを監修する立場でプロジェクトに参加しました。聖剣伝説ファイナルファンタジー外伝を作っていた頃から自分の頭の中ではモンスターたちは立体的に生き生きと動いて、これまで自分が携わった作品ではそれらをどうやって当時の技術で表現できるかにこだわって作ってきました。最新作では聖剣伝説のモンスターたちのただ可愛いだけではなく恐ろしさの部分もしっかりと表現できているので、バトル中はモンスターたちの表情にも注目してください。
これまで聖剣伝説シリーズには空を旅する海を渡る手助けをしてくれる頼もしい仲間たちがいましたが、
By sea or
広
sky.
大なフィールド探検に欠かせない新たな仲間が登場します。
The fact that they're showing it here makes me think it's coming to Game
ピ
Pass.
ックルも石井さんが新たに考案してくださっています。
新たな仲間を考えるにあたっては、今作のマスコットキャラクターになるくらい可愛い動物にしたいという漠然とした
Love a good mount.
その上でヨークシャテリアの毛並み、見た目はアルマジルに
Yorkshire Terrier.
や古代エジプト神のアヌビスの子供といった具体的なイメージが浮かんで
Pangolin. I just think of South Park every time I see the word pangolin.
デザイナーにもアイデアを出してもらいながら、足の長さや
I can see the Terrier, Anubis, and
ゲームの中
Pangolin
での見え方も考えながら調整を重ねていき
inspirations.
ピックルは誕
Yeah,
生
great
しました。
job.
もう一つの挑戦は楽曲面です。過去さまざまなコンポーザーが携わられた
Ooh,
楽曲の
music is
雰囲気が
key.
感じられつつ
Music is
も
key, y'all.
最新作として素晴らしい新たな楽曲が生まれました。 BGM でもしっかり聖剣伝説シリーズらしさを感じてもらえると思います。過去シリーズの
Kind of looks like Dragon Questy too, a
全
little bit.
8曲という大ボリュームの制作に挑んでくれました。
100 songs,
新たな
wow.
試みとしてフィールドの探索からバトルまでをシームレスに体験できるよう今作ではインタラクティブミュージックを導入しており、冒険の没入感を高めてくれます。探索中の BGM がバトルに入った
When we
瞬
enter or leave
間、アレンジが
combat.
切り替わる様を実際に聞いてみ
A
ましょう。
game or a thing pioneered, I think, by Banjo-Kazooie back in the 90s. At least on console.
今作はアクション RPG 聖剣伝説のアクション部分が強化されています。
Action RPG. Let's see it.
空中でのアクションがバトルの鍵となっており、武器での攻撃だけでなく魔法での攻撃も可能になってい
Aerial
ます。
combat. Are you floating or
そして
flying?
本作ならではの特徴として聖剣伝説シリーズではおなじみの精霊たちがいますが、
Oh, wow.
その力を宿した武器を使うとバトルを手助けしてくれるようになります。
I think it looks scary.
精霊によっては様々な特性の違いがありますので、その効果とともに聖剣伝説の世界らしい不思議な力で爽快なバトルを楽しんでいただけます。
These like cinematic takedowns or what?
オリジナルモンスターやピックルにも注目してほしいのですが、聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナは聖剣伝説らしさを感じてもらえる作品になるよう小山田君を中心にチームのみんなが頑張って
Faithful addition to the series.
ぜひ発売日を楽しみに待っていてください。私自身もプレイするのを楽しみにしています。
聖剣伝説シリーズとして初めて Xbox ユーザーの皆さんにお届けする本作聖剣伝説ビジ
Go
ョンズ・オ
Xbox.
ブ・マナは今後も様々な情報をお届けしていきますので、
More
ぜ
information
ひご
about
期待く
what?
ださい。この夏この忘れられない冒険を Xbox ユーザーの皆さんに楽しんでいただける日が今から待ちきれません。
Interesting. Interesting. No Game Pass announcement. Square Enix, baby. Oh, now it's gonna be Aura History Untold, right? They're spaced right below too, so they showed the secret square game there. They're spaced next to Indy. We're gonna get one more little secret reveal.
Hello, and welcome to Oxide Games. We founded the studio in 2013 with our decades of personal experience building some of the most beloved strategy games of all time, like Civilization V. We came together to create something new and innovative in a genre we all love.
Whoa, that's your liberty.
We've dreamt of making.
Ara is an homage to historical
It's coming to
gamers,
Game Pass, so I'm probably gonna check it
gamers,
out, but
4X gamers.
like I said earlier, when I was a kid, I got addicted to Age of Mythology so hard.
Govern your people.
So I do have an appetite for this kind of game every once in a while.
Isn't just more of the same. With Ara, we wanted to challenge some of the preconceived notions about the genre, push it forward in a modern, empowering, and truly compelling and approachable way.
For example, we have over 100 instruments on display in the office, which are all things that we purchased in order to add to the soundtrack and expand the game and make it really good. Hi, Dan. That's Dan. We started in his basement.
Love that.
It's been an amazing process to see from concept to completion. We started small, building a robust game engine, questioning our design assumptions, and
is this multiplayer, Gumby?
Fall in love with strategy games in the first place.
The end result is
it will be console for sure.
A grand strategy game that presents a living world where you can rule how you want to rule and chart your own path to becoming the most prestigious nation on the planet.
For Ara, we knew we needed deep systems with outcomes that encourage exploration and give
They're
players
gonna have
the power
Dan
to
do a
experiment
talking
and
head
make
here.
meaningful
We
strategic
need to see
choices
Dan again.
while still having agency over their playstyle.
We also wanted to explore more in different parts of history and give players from around the world the chance to see the game reflect their unique perspective and not just ours.
And finally, we knew that for players to feel the impact of their decisions, they would
Dorian.
see their choices reflected in the game world itself, not just through numbers on a menu. One of the first differences you'll see when you dive into Ara is what we call the living world. It's a procedurally generated alternate Earth, bursting with life, an intuitive, authentic, and immersive space, a blank canvas for players to paint the society of their dreams.
The living world isn't just a map. It reflects
Anybody ever
the
play
choices
Crusader
players make
Kings
over the course
2?
of the game. They can see everything from the settling of the wilderness to cultural influence on architecture over time to the thousands of citizens living their lives and reacting to the changes.
Skyscraper. Y'all know those memes I post where they're building like a Costco in the middle of the Niagara Falls?
Core to the vision of Ara is
I feel like this game can help me realize that kind of vision.
And no feature better exemplifies this than the prestige system.
To win a game of Ara, players will compete with their rivals to build the most influential, impressive, and important nation the world has ever known.
Give me a Starbucks right on top of the pyramids of Giza. Giza?
Gaza? Giza? Gives players the chance to decide what kind of leader they want to be. Do they want to pursue great works of arts and culture? Military might? Scientific advancement?
Whoa, what? Mechs, bro?
In Ara, there are no set victory conditions. Players get to decide what is most important to them and focus and prioritize on those goals while still being able to win the game.
Personally, when I play Ara, I like to build triumphs. Triumphs are our collection of incredible monuments and architectural achievements from throughout human history. Like the Great Pyramid of Giza.
Yes!
Hard to build,
It's built a Costco.
Giving huge
right on top.
bonuses and game-changing abilities to the nation that constructs them.
Yeah.
Another aspect of Ara that I'm personally excited about is our crafting system.
The crafting system offers a unique challenge to the player that they generally won't see often in the 4X genre. Succeeding at balancing, gathering the right things, turning them into the tools that you need, and then finally getting to the outcome or reward of something like an important
You bet they are,
improvement or
Camp. You bet
triumph
they are.
just changes the challenge that exists in Ara compared to other 4X games.
Crafting plays out in Ara at a national scale, with players honing and combining the natural resources they harvest into all manner of goods and components. Those are the foundation for everything, from international trade to improving their cities' and citizens' lives, and even manufacturing weapons necessary to draft military units.
Instant win condition.
The crafting system in Ara encourages thoughtful, advanced planning. It rewards players who can see the strategic outcome of all their collective decisions, and not just the individual ones.
I'm proud of the work that's gone into our simultaneous turn system.
You invade a country and you put up a Bass Pro Shop and
have players alternate taking turns
the citizens riot against the current government and
all players' actions
team up with you
at the same time. This rewards players' ability to navigate uncertainty, to predict and strategically plan for a variety of scenarios in the moment. This system makes Aura just feel more real.
3133 BC.
Once your turn is finished, you have to wait for a long time. With simultaneous turns, generally speaking, those times are very low. You get to keep playing the game and stay engaged rather than having those periods of downtime where you're not doing anything.
It's not easy sifting through all of history and picking what to include. For Aura, we wanted to offer a fresh perspective, so we looked at cultures and societies throughout the millennia with the broadest lens possible.
Where this approach really shines is in our
Genghis
leaders.
Khan,
Leaders
let's
are
go.
So often seen as military personnel or prominent government figures, but leaders come in so many different forms. They're thought leaders, scientific and cultural prodigies,
Confucius.
And many more. Each leader in Aura has a number of special abilities determined by their
Right,
personality
Muffins?
traits, as well as a powerful and unique leader trait informed by their contributions
The
to
Assyrian
world
Empire.
With a diverse global roster, we know players will find leaders that they will want to play. And even a few that may surprise them with how fun it is when those leaders are handed the
It says
reins
what,
of
like
power.
10 minutes of indie?
For us at Oxide, player feedback is the only way to really understand what you're making. It gives us that priceless perspective from the people we're making Aura for, you.
Building the game alongside real players has given us that critical player feedback. In the end, we believe this makes for a deeper connection between the players and the game.
One of my favorite examples is when we first introduced the concept of dangerous wildlife to the game. It turns out, in our first
He looks like
iteration,
Guilfoyle
it
a
was
little
maybe
bit. He needs a
too
beard, though.
aggressive or disruptive. We knew we should probably make a change when one of our insiders made a forum post that was just
Cougars, cougars,
cougars, I hate cougars!
Someone get these feline demons away from me. I'm happy to report, based on more recent feedback, that I think we ended up in a good place.
I love a good
with the
cougar
overall
or two.
threat level of mountain lions
Anybody
to
else?
players' citizenry.
It's been years of hard work to bring you a strategy experience like no other. And we're so excited that we can finally see the finish line. We can't wait for players to get their hands on the game later this year.
But the launch of Aura is only the beginning. We are going to maintain
I
our
know
insider
you are,
program
Kemp.
after
I
the
know,
release
baby.
date
You and me.
and continue to listen to players and support the game into the future.
So all these games are confirmed this year. Indie's got to be this year too.
We can't wait for you to play Aura.
Don't let me
Create
down.
your own history.
Oh, it's only on PC. It's not on console. What? Wow. Maybe it'll come to console eventually, though. Dang. Da 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 da. Yes, let's go. Yes, 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 yes. Let's go.
Hej och välkommen till Uppsala, Sverige, här hos Machine Games. We are really excited to finally be able to share our work on Indiana Jones.
Yes.
Since the first film came out, Indiana Jones has always represented the ultimate
Are they going to do
adventure.
Kingdom of the Crystal Skull?
Even today,
Are they going to show
it's
Kingdom
one
of the
most
Crystal Skull?
iconic franchises in
Matt
pop
Williams!
In this game,
No!
you aren't just playing as Indy, you are Indiana Jones. You will see through his eyes and experience a journey that we hope lives up to the proud legacy of Indiana Jones. When Todd Howard first told us about his vision for the game, we knew we would be a very good fit to help bring it to life.
I've wanted to make an Indiana Jones game forever. I'd had this idea for what it would be like and the story, what Indy was going
Ooh, that looked first
after,
person,
what
didn't it?
period
You
of
see
his
the
life
hand?
it was in, what kind of arc he was
Or
going
to
to
the screen?
And as the years went on, I thought, who would be like the best studio in the world to make this? And it was my friends at Machine Games. I can remember pitching Lucasfilm on the game and being, a little bit nervous because, look, it's, Indiana Jones, and their response was just overwhelmingly positive, and just that excitement has bled through the whole project, and they have just been so trusting and supportive of everything that we want to do with the game. It's been a long time. I've been a fan of this my whole life, and I couldn't be more excited to show you what the team here has been up to. Let's take our first look at the new Indiana Jones game.
Yes!
Let me tell you what you are missing, Dr. Jones.
Nazis, let's go.
While you were playing your pointless game,
That looks like Harrison Ford.
You're wondering if maybe you should have built yourself a life of meaning.
He's stuck in quicksand?
Instead of ending up here, dead and forgotten in the sense of Africa.
Harrison Ford! Let's go, dude. Let's fucking go. Wow, Harrison Ford! Yes, dude. Oh, it is first person.
History. Just different ways to interpret the past. Thousands of years of humanity's thoughts and beliefs, scattered and buried.
Nice. Ooh.
Just waiting to be found.
You can't just run away.
Whoa! This is like, it's got all the characters.
Watch me.
Fuck yes, dude. Wilhelm scream, let's go.
History. Mankind
Nice.
has built sites of great spiritual significance. If you were to draw a line through these ancient sites around the globe, you get a perfectly aligned circle.
Blibs, yes, blibs. Oh, 3D grapple. Oh my god, let's go.
I've had run-ins
Indiana
with
Jones
these
is a
guys
big
before.
puncher.
Trust me.
Yes.
We need to walk in the park.
Okay, then.
Let's
see if you can keep
go.
If I could keep up.
Oh, a snowy environment. Yes. Oh, Japan? Yo.
Patron of the fallen angels. Protector of the Chirkulimani. The Great Circle.
Interesting. Great circle, dude. Let's go.
You have any idea how old that was?
Fuck yes, dude. A1. Yes. Yeah, Gumby, he's a puncher.
Indiana Jones
He's
is
a
such
right hook
iconic
guy.
character, and he means so much to so many people. Everyone here at the studio has their own indie stories and memories. Most of us grew up with his adventures and have been fans of the movies and the character for years. He's a brilliant archaeologist, he's a charismatic everyman, he's passionate and determined. And for us, he's synonymous with adventure.
Now we have the opportunity to tell a new Indiana Jones story for a modern gaming audience. Our game is all about putting you in Indy's shoes, letting you see and feel what he sees and feels.
Dude, I
For
can't
us at
wait.
Machine Games,
Please
we
be
do
this
that
year.
best through first
Please
person.
be this
It's the
year.
ideal perspective to bring you into the rich, exciting, and interactive world we've built. We believe that being up close and personal to the adventure is key, making each action feel like your own.
You got the crypts, you got
Whether
the
it's
rats.
cracking your whip, solving puzzles in ancient temples, or seeing your knuckles go bloody in a fist fight. All of these moments are much more intense in first person. But we still want you to have those moments. Seeing his iconic silhouette with the hat, the whip, and so
Is it gonna go in and out?
Scenes in environmental traversal, we pull the camera back for a third-person view.
Okay.
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is set between Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Last Crusade.
Oh. Yes.
When our game begins, Indiana
Love
is working
that.
at Marshall College. He wakes up in the middle of the night to the sounds of a break-in and rushes to confront the thief in the college museum.
Oh, we're gonna
The
get some
mysterious giant
Professor
makes off with
Jones.
what seems to be a historically insignificant artifact, sparking Indiana's curiosity.
Who the hell are you?
Following the trail, Indiana heads to the Vatican, hoping to learn why this particular relic was stolen, and discovers that things aren't what they appear.
He starts pulling at the strings of a mystery, and it all unravels until he has no choice but to see it through to the end, whatever the end may be.
Yes, the map!
On next plane to Rome, stop. Need help, stop. Meet me in Vatican, stop.
Yes!
We always talk about how clever Indiana Jones is. That had to be one of our guiding principles when we were thinking about the type of game we were making. It wouldn't be indie if he wasn't using his wits to get through.
Yes, puzzles, baby!
The most authentic Indiana Jones
Give me.
experience we can make is the one that makes you think first.
I love it.
Sure, there will be some obstacles that will be more easily overcome with the revolver or a gun taken from a disarmed guard. But I think most of the time you'll have more fun, and to be honest, a more genuine indie experience by finding more clever ways to solve a problem.
We always want to be offering more solutions, whether it's trying a different path through the environment to get around enemies, observing enemy patrols and using them to your advantage.
Here's a machine games DNA coming into play.
Or using the tools at your disposal, like the whip.
It's an amazing global adventure, with action propelling you through your journey.
We have these really diverse environments for you to explore. Indy's journey will take him to the forgotten temples of Sukhothai, the pyramids of Egypt, the snow-peaked Himalayas.
Yes, the Himalayas, dude, let's
We look
go.
carefully at each location and the time period the game is set in, and we're trying to make it as authentic and accurate as possible.
We love creating rich, vibrant worlds, and in this game, we also had the goal of making it feel like a true cinematic Indiana Jones.
Dude, the blimp.
One of the biggest ways to do that is with the music.
Right for the blimp.
John Williams is the original composer for the indie films, and we're really lucky to have found Gordy Hub, a composer who's been able to capture Williams' essence with his score for The Great Circle.
We also take a very movie-like approach to things like cinematics. We're very physical with our production style. We use
I can't wait for like the boss fights, dude.
Things like this help us bridge the gap between making a game and making a movie.
And of course, our characters do a lot to help bring the world to life as well. Next to Indy, Gina is our other main protagonist. Where Indy is pursuing answers just for the sake of curiosity, Gina has a personal stake in getting to the bottom of the core mystery.
Gina is an investigative reporter who has a lot riding on this adventure. She's been tracking a lead for some time, and now she's found an ally in this
love interest key to the Indiana Jones movies.
Their paths are intertwined, and they'll need each
Oh,
other.
dude, nothing
in
cooler
order
than
to
seeing
get to the
the
bottom of this
like just
mystery.
Indy, man.
Okay, then. Let's see if you can keep up.
Fine. What do you mean if I can keep up?
We always love our villains and think we might have found our favorite one yet in Emmerich Voss. He's this intensely psychological man. He's obsessed with the human mind and manipulating it.
He's highly intelligent and the perfect foil for Indy. They're both brilliant people compelled by their passions and obsessions, but driven down wildly different roads.
He creeps up on you and gets under your skin like he gets under Indy's skin. It's captivating.
Dead and forgotten in the sense of
Let's go. Kind of like a Belloc character.
One of our models for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is adventure first. But in every indie adventure, there are always those moments where he finds himself in the action.
That's been one of those balancing acts for us, and we've ended up with this sort of hybrid experience that mixes melee combat, stealth, and gunplay.
How you approach any given situation is up to you. You may choose to sneak around an enemy patrol, or maybe you'll just pick up a shovel and whack them on the back of their head. And when you can't use your wits, you got Indy's most iconic tool. Just like you see in the movies, one of our goals has been to make the whip as fun and multi-purposed as possible. We want it integrated into every aspect of the game.
You can use it as a traversal tool to make your way around the environment.
Nice.
You can use it as a distraction. And yes, you can absolutely use it in combat.
Let's go.
Everything you'd expect from Indy's whip, and hopefully a little bit more. Puzzles are a key feature in our game. The spirit of discovery is so important to
This
Indiana
game looks
Jones.
pretty
Obviously,
well on
there are
its
a
way,
handful of
yeah?
puzzles on the main path, but a lot of the puzzles are optional and are just there for the players who want to experience them.
Ooh, different ways to solve
Epic
the
traps,
puzzles.
Small secrets,
and hidden puzzles that blend right in with their
I love it.
surroundings.
One thing I love about our game is the level of interactivity that we have.
There's still
We have
time
this
for
world
them
of
to
mystery where anything could potentially hide
iron
a
out the
secret.
animations,
The
right?
more you look,
And
the
more
more you'll
importantly,
discover.
how does it feel, right? Like throwing Kratos' axe, like it feels so good. So it feels good. That's like the most important thing for me.
Gotta be kidding me.
Let's go, dude.
I want to thank you all for joining
Please
us
be
for
this
our big
year.
reveal of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Machine Games is known for creating
Please
these
be
roller
this year.
coaster experiences with huge set pieces, surprising twists, and immersive narratives. It's exciting for us that we have been able to stay so true to the Indiana Jones franchise and create such an authentic experience while still being able to showcase what makes us us. We are making a game for everyone, whether you are very familiar with the franchise or not. Because at the heart of Indiana Jones is an incredible adventure, and I think that's something everyone wants to be part of. I'm also very excited to announce that Indiana Jones and the Great Circle will be coming later this year.
Okay.
And I cannot wait to share more soon.
All right, this year. All right. That looks sick. Let's go, dude. Oh my god. That looked amazing to me, man. I can't wait. Cannot wait. Because Avowed is more long, so that could come out like September or something. Indie could be like November. Yeah, Game Pass, dude. But I gotta pick up the physical copy though.
Animals, children, and game developers.
I gotta get that hard copy.
Our mission here at
Of
Ninja
Indie.
Theory is to craft life-changing art with game-changing
I've never
tech.
played an Indiana Jones game. Like all like the ones on N64 and stuff before.
Philosophy of rule how you want to rule.
I know some of them
Stay
are kind of good, but
Creating an immersive experience like Avowed is anchored in the world we build.
ooh, a
You aren't
steelbook.
just playing as Indy,
Dude.
you are Indiana Jones.
My name is Masaru Oyamada. 今作はアクシ
I
ョン
never played the Lego indie
RPG
games,
聖剣伝説
no.
のアクション部分が強化されています。
Indie's gotta hit this year though. Please don't skip. Please don't skip. Yeah. I remember watching a YouTube video about him. There's like a level creator, something like that. I gotta play the Mount Williams content, you know. 2024.